She texted her ex. I miss you. He's nothing compared to you. Then set her phone down on my bed and fell asleep. I took a screenshot, left a sticky note that said sweet dreams, and booked a flight one she couldn't track. Hey viewers. Just a quick thanks. Over 14% of you are already subscribed, and it means the world. If you're new here and enjoy these stories, join the family by hitting that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000. This happened 2 weeks ago and I'm still processing it all. Context first. Me 27M Tyler dating Vanessa 24 for about 14 months. Living together in my apartment for the past 6 months. She moved in after her lease expired, said she wanted to save money while looking for a new place. Cool. Whatever. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago Friday night. I get home from work around 7 p.m. and Vanessa's already there, wine in hand, ordering takeout from that expensive sushi place she likes. Nothing unusual. We eat, watch Netflix, normal couple stuff. Around 10 p.m. she says she's exhausted and wants to go to bed early. Fine by me, I had some work to catch up on anyway. I stay in the living room with my laptop while she heads to the bedroom. About an hour later I finish up and go to brush my teeth. Walk into the bedroom and she's completely knocked out, snoring lightly. Her phone is face up on my side of the bed, screen still lit up, text message conversation open. Now normally I don't look at people's phones, privacy and all that, but the name at the top caught my eye. Derek. Derek is her college ex. The one she dated for 3 years. The one she still talks about sometimes when she's had too much wine. Derek this, Derek that. Always bothered me, but I never said anything. The message thread is open and I can see the last few texts without even touching the phone. Miss talking to you too. Things haven't been the same since we broke up. I know. I think about you a lot. What about your current situation? I miss you. He's nothing compared to you. My blood went cold. He's nothing compared to you. That's me she's talking about. The guy who's been paying her rent and groceries for 6 months. I stood there for maybe 30 seconds just staring at the screen. Then I did something I've never done before. I memorized what I was seeing, not to confront her with it or start drama, just to make sure I wasn't imagining things. Scrolled up a little bit. This conversation had been going on for weeks, not just casual catching up, full-blown emotional affair stuff. I wish things were different. Maybe they can be. I'm not happy here. You deserve better. Page after page of this garbage while she's been living in my apartment, eating food I paid for, sleeping in my bed. I put the phone back exactly where it was and went to the kitchen, made myself a drink and sat at the counter, thinking most guys would wake her up screaming or throw her stuff out in the hallway or make a big scene. Not my style. I went to my laptop and opened a private browser, booked a flight to Denver leaving at 6 a.m. Saturday morning. One-way ticket. Paid cash through a travel site that doesn't save booking details. Why Denver? My college buddy Matt lives there and owns a construction company. Been telling me for months he needs project managers and I could do freelance work for him while figuring things out. Decent timing. Took me about an hour to book everything and send Matt a heads-up text that I might be taking him up on his offer sooner than expected. Then I went back to the bedroom. Vanessa hadn't moved, still dead asleep with her phone in the same spot. I grabbed a sticky note from my desk and wrote sweet dreams on it. Stuck it to her phone screen, covering the message thread. Packed one bag with essentials, clothes, laptop, important documents, cash. Left everything else, furniture, kitchen stuff, all of it. Not worth the hassle. Set my alarm for 4 a.m. and slept on the couch. Saturday morning I was out the door by 4:30. Left my keys on the kitchen counter with a note, lease ends in 3 weeks. You'll need to handle it from here. Caught my flight, landed in Denver at 9 a.m. local time. Matt picked me up from the airport. Dude, what happened? Your text was cryptic as hell. Girlfriend was cheating, decided to relocate. That fast. Sometimes you just know when something's over. My phone started blowing up around 11 a.m. Vanessa must have woken up and found the sticky note. First call, Tyler, what is this? Where are you? Didn't answer. Second call, Tyler, this isn't funny. Call me back. Still didn't answer. Then the text started. Tyler, I can explain. It's not what you think. Please come home so we can talk. You're overreacting. Around 2 p.m. she figured out I wasn't in town anymore. Where are you? Your boss said you called in sick but your car isn't here and none of your friends know where you are. She'd been calling around looking for me. Good luck with that. 3 p.m. Tyler, please. I made a mistake. Derek doesn't mean anything. 4 p.m. I love you, not him. Please call me. 5 p.m. This is crazy. You can't just disappear. I'm calling the police. Go ahead and call the police, Vanessa. Tell them your boyfriend left town after catching you emotionally cheating. See how that goes. Matt let me crash at his place while I looked for an apartment. His reaction to the whole situation, bro, you handled that like a boss. Most dudes would have made it all dramatic. Exactly. Update 5 days later. Quick update since people are asking. Vanessa did call the police. Based on what she told me later, they basically said adults are allowed to leave town without telling their girlfriends. Not a crime. She also called my work trying to get my new contact information. From what I heard, HR told her they couldn't give out personal details. Company policy. My boss actually called me Tuesday to make sure I was okay. Tyler, your girlfriend called saying you disappeared. Everything all right? Everything's fine, Mike. I relocated to Denver. I'll need to put in my 2 weeks and wrap up my projects. She seemed pretty frantic. She'll get over it. Fair enough. Let me know your timeline for wrapping things up. Cool, boss. Made the transition easier. Meanwhile, the text from Vanessa kept escalating. Monday, Derek came by looking for you. I told him to leave. Tuesday, I blocked Derek's number. It's over with him. Wednesday, I can't afford the rent here alone. You have to come back. Thursday, this is financial abandonment. I'm calling a lawyer. Financial abandonment for leaving an apartment that I pay for after she cheated. Right. Today she tried a different approach. Tyler, I know you're angry, but we can work through this. I'll do whatever it takes. Too little too late. Vanessa. Her sister Madison also texted me. Tyler, Vanessa is a mess. She says you left over a misunderstanding. I told Madison what I saw on Vanessa's phone that night. Madison's response, oh wow. I had no idea. I'm sorry, Tyler. Even her own sister couldn't defend that. The best part, one found out through a mutual friend that Derek ghosted Vanessa after she told him I left. Apparently he was just looking for attention and validation, not a real relationship. So now she's lost both of us. Shocking. Found a decent apartment here in Denver. Month-to-month lease while I figure out long-term plans. Matt's freelance work is keeping me busy while I job search. Vanessa has until next Friday to figure out the lease situation. Still my responsibility legally, but I told the landlord I'm moving out and won't be renewing. Update 2. 2 weeks later. Final update on this mess. Vanessa moved out of my old apartment last weekend. Couldn't afford it alone, so she went back to living with roommates. Heard this through our mutual friend Sarah, who helped her move. Tyler, she's really struggling with what happened. Good. That's kind of harsh. Sarah, she told her ex I was nothing compared to him while living off my income. Harsh is an understatement. She says it was just emotional venting. She didn't mean it. She said it enough times to fill a novel. Sarah didn't have much to say after that. The Denver move has been perfect. Started doing freelance project management work with Matt's company while job hunting. Good pay, better work environment, mountains everywhere. Can't complain. Got one last text from Vanessa yesterday. Tyler, I heard you're working in Denver now. I hope you're happy. I'm sorry for everything. First time she actually apologized without making excuses or trying to manipulate me into coming back. My response. Thanks. Learn from this. That's it. Clean, simple, done. Derek apparently tried to reconnect with her after I left but changed his mind when he realized she was broke and looking for someone to support her. Turns out he just wanted the ego boost of a taken woman pining for him. When she became available, he lost interest. Classic Derek move based on what I remember her telling me about him. So Vanessa learned a valuable lesson about the grass not always being greener. She had a stable relationship with someone who cared about her and treated her well. Threw it away for fantasy conversations with an ex who didn't actually want her back. Some people need to lose everything to understand what they had. The sticky note move was inspired by the subreddit honestly. Seen too many stories where guys make huge scenes or try to fight for someone who already checked out. Why bother? She made her choice when she told Derek I was nothing compared to him. I made mine when I booked that flight. Actions have consequences. She wanted Derek. She got neither of us. I wanted someone loyal. I removed myself from a disloyal situation. Simple math. For anyone wondering, I'm still technically on the lease until it expires, but I made it clear to both Vanessa and the landlord that I moved out permanently. She had to figure out how to cover the rent or find new roommates. Her responsibility now. The freelance work thing worked out well. Got some good references from Matt and landed a permanent remote position with a company here in Denver. Cost of living is lower, so I'm actually saving money. Sometimes the best revenge is just removing yourself from toxic situations and building something better. Vanessa can text Derek about how much she misses him all she wants now. Just not from my bed using internet I pay for. Living well really is the best revenge. Random update. Got a Facebook friend request from Derek yesterday. Blocked immediately. Some people never learn. Also, Matt says his company is expanding and could use more freelance project managers if anyone's looking. Denver's pretty nice this time of year. That's really it. Moving on feels good.